All right, I hope everyone is well. We're going to be talking about the TransJamaica offer for shares that came out earlier today. Now, it's interesting timing to say the least. And I thought so the reason why I'm doing the stream so late, by the way, is because I just finished in our challenge community to go over this offer. So, um, yeah, I'll talk about that later, but I'm going to prioritize creating content for the challenge community. So I'm not always sure that I'll have the time to do the streams anymore. So just bear that in mind. But I'm going to try to still do at least one stream for the week, right? But the challenge community is where I go to first, cover it there, and then we'll see how the schedule works out otherwise, all right? So we're going to go through the prospectus, quite an easy read, answer some questions. We're not going to do any deep dive because this is not an IPO, right? So that's the first thing to notice here. So let's just see how TransJamaica traded today, right? And I don't think the JSE has fully updated yet because the price is not correct, okay? So let me try and load another platform here. Let me use Moneyline instead. So just give me a second here. I hope everybody's well, by the way. I'm very excited about the market this year. And I was saying that to our challenge community that, well, I said at the start of the year that I'm very optimistic about the year. I'm looking forward to the year. And I think you are all seeing and understanding why I'm so optimistic for the year, right? So yeah, so let me share my screen. This is how TransJamaica closed the day today. All right, so I want to go through the prospectus shortly, but it closed today at 390, 3.6 million in terms of units traded, and we've been seeing the price go down from about November. So let's do 3 months here. So we had that high of 498 around December. That was awesome, by the way. I hope everybody enjoyed this great journey. And then it's been kind of going down since, right? So it kind of made its way back up and then kind of been like this literally feels like a roller coaster as I'm going through it, right? And this was when the announcement was made, I think, about at the JSE conference, somewhere around here, because I think the JSE conference was in the 20s. So about here, right? So it's been known for about a month that the government is going to be selling their shares. I personally wasn't expecting this quickly. I was expecting them to drag their foot with it, but I was wrong. And I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, right? So it's out very quickly. And so the prospectus is out. And of course, persons were kind of anticipating that. So the price has been moving down since it became public that they're going to be selling their shares. So there's actually not much movement. I'm happy that it was announced this early because very likely the price could have gone lower, right? So here we have it. The offer price is 360, and you'll note here that there are about 47 orders above 360. I don't know if these orders will be there tomorrow morning, right? So it'll be very interesting to see. My eyes will be, well, as much as I can with work. I'll be looking to see how it goes. So let's look at the prospectus here, right? So this is going to be at the very, very quick thing to go through, right? So this is our offer here. So offer for sale. So offer for sale means, and I saw where some persons were confused about this in our challenge community. An offer for sale is when an existing shareholder is selling shares. So we saw where Dollar Financial, when they did their IPO, it was a combined offer for sale and IPO because an existing shareholder, First Rock, I believe it was selling shares as well. So NROC, National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited, is selling their shares. These aren't new shares. So it's not an IPO, nor is it an APO. It's an offer for sale. You own the thing and you're selling it, all right? So they're selling 1.75 billion shares with the right to upsize to an additional 750 million shares. So they are selling their entire 20% stake. So NROC, as you will see right here, and we're going through the financials and that stuff earlier. Really great conversation we had in the challenge community. So NROC here has 2.5 billion shares or 20%. So they're selling their entire 20%. Now, the first thing that I think is that you may see some of it go to the existing top 10, right? Because, you know, pension funds, etc., who have been probably buying it consistently above $4 would probably love the opportunity to average down that price. And so you will likely see that happen because it's quite a number of shares, right? The IPO was a fundraise of 14 billion. This offer is 9 billion, right? So it's very close actually to the amount of money that they raised. And so let's look at this, right? So we're not going to go through the regular thing. As I said, there is a use of proceeds that I believe that we will see, which I'll go through. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so this part I think is worth going through. So it says here, so ordinary share ownership after offer of a sale, right? So NROC here owns so this is if it is not upsized, they're hoping to sell at least the 1.7 billion. If it's not upsized, they'll have the 750 still. But of course, if there is surplus demand, they may make this available as well. And so they'll have 0% left. So it is their desire to sell all of it. And what I noted though is there is a section that says here strategic investors. So of course that means they're anticipating that some strategic investors will be taking up a portion of it. So that's worth noting there. Let me see what else. There's a use of proceeds section as well, which is right here. So the use of proceeds here says NROC, with the approval of the GOJ, is undertaking this offer for sale to generate funds, which NROC partly intends to use to pay offer for sale expenses. That's standard. And in conjunction with the Ministry of Finance and Public Service will decide how the balance is to be utilized, given that these are not new shares being issued by TransJamaica. None of the proceeds will go to TransJamaica. So this is, again, not an IPO, not an APO. All right. I think there are some financial highlights. So this part you should already know. Consistent revenue growth, traffic volumes and total income continually rise. Regular dividend payouts, one of the best on the market. Strong cash flows ensure consistent shareholder returns. Strategic expansion, highway expansions, and more to come. Technology and innovation, they've actually shown their commitment to doing this, something I really applaud them for. And urbanization and demand growth, so expanding residential communities in Portmore, Spanish Town, and Old Harbor, increasing highway usage, right? So pretty straightforward here. Let me see what else. They have the definitions, very good to check out if it's your first time, but we should know most of those already. And then I think key dates, right? So opening date is March 4th. Now, I'm not concerned about this offer closing on opening day, right? It's $9 billion. So it's not going to close on opening day. That would be amazing though, right? But it's safe to say you'll have some time. Closing date is the 18th. Do I think it's going to go to the 18th? Maybe not, but probably, because again, it's $9 billion. I don't know if the Mayberry bond that's out has closed. Atlantic is out. Who knows if we'll see others. So there's a lot of funds being raised right now. So it very well may stay open to the closing date. Once it closes though, announcement of preliminary basis of allocation within 6 days, allocation and refunds within 10 days. Now, what I'm watching for here is interesting. One of the things I'm looking to see is if they're going to withhold the dividend consideration that they usually do in March for this, Because if you notice, it says dispatch of investor statements, allocation of refunds within 10 days. Last year, they did dividend consideration March 1st, and they announced it, I think, somewhere around the 18th. So this was interesting to see, because I'm wondering if they may take the decision to wait until the shares are allotted to announce the dividend, meaning the persons who are applying can benefit from it. It would make sense for them to do that. They seem like the company that would do that, because they actually do, I think, try to make accommodations for shareholders. One of the companies, I think, to do that. So for example, they mentioned they would love to have, when Ivan joined us, said they would love to have all shareholders filling out a dividend mandate so that they don't have to spend so much in doing the administration of checks, etc. So they have the largest number of shareholders, I believe. So I think 36,000 applications for the IPO, etc. And I think now they have 16,000, 17,000 shareholders, right? So let me see here. I think everything else is standard, really. So it's already on the Moneyline platform. It's already on NCB Go IPO, I believe. So you certainly want to read through the risks, of course. When I saw this no guarantee that the company will pay dividends risk, I almost did a chuckle, right? So let's look at their financials. I think I'll close it there. I did go more in depth. We were in the challenge community for 2 hours earlier, right? So we had a lot to talk about, but I can't go for 2 hours on YouTube. I don't know if you guys would stay here that long, right? But let's look at this wonderful statement here. So one thing I noted that for 2024, all right, and I want you guys to see this, right? 2024 revenues were 31 million US, right? I think that's amazing. That's actually growth from the previous year, 23 million the year before. So the EPS actually went up, and the Williams Field toll not added as yet, right? So 31 million US. I want you guys to appreciate the magnitude of that, right? That's US dollars. That's, I think, around $4 billion in profits, right? Their finance costs are about 13 million. So as they continue to bring that down, because you notice it was 14 million here, it's 13 million here, so it's kind of trending down a little bit. Eventually, as they clear more of it down, the dividend yield may go up. That's what it says in the prospectus. And so that's something to look forward to. And so, I mean, I think it's just amazing, right? And this is without the Williams Field revenue. So clearly they're having, I mean, yeah, there's so much I want to say, what I would say here, right? Admin expenses went up by about 1.2 million. Operating expenses actually went down. But revenues look great, and we suspect, so the quarter here was good as well. So they're likely going to be on a great trend in terms of revenues, right? Let me see what else here. I think this was the basis of allotment for IPO. I don't need to get into that. We'll see how it goes. So I'm expecting, oh, it finally updated. Okay, perfect. So it's down actually year to date, 11.7%. 52-week range, as we know, it went as high as 498, which was beautiful to see. And 12.5 billion shares outstanding. The shares outstanding will not change. And I don't know if they'll do a share buyback one day. That would be wonderful to see as well. But I'd rather they pay that money in dividends. Don't buy back shares. Just pay me more dividends. I'll take that. All right. So that's all I wanted to say, really. I don't know if you guys have any questions about it. Let me see if there's anyone on IG. Okay, Diplomat saying, let's go TJH tomorrow. I'm putting in my order. Sounds good. Dream Baby saying, I don't understand the buy and sell queue. Can you explain it? Dream Baby, you can watch our video on YouTube about JTrader. We talk about the buy and sell queue there. And I'm sorry you missed our investment challenge. We covered it there as well. The free challenge, but we also have the challenge community. Mel is asking what's the cost. The cost is $3.60. I'm sorry if I never covered that. The cost is $3.60. And let me see if there are any questions here. Orville saying why it's so late tonight. It's not late, Orville. It's like 10 a.m. in China right now, 10 or 11 a.m. in China. So it's early. Good night to you, Naturally Candid. Levine says they're surprised. Does this affect TJ8? No, it doesn't. That's a preference share. It doesn't affect it at all. Levine is recommending I take a sick day. But my manager might be watching this right now, right? So I can't, I don't look sick right now, but maybe, who knows? But I have an important presentation tomorrow. I can't take a sick day. Well, I wouldn't want to. I like my job. Well, I love my job actually. Another gamer bro, off topic. What do you think about Dolphin Cove recent announcement? You mean that little thing that they shared that wasn't really saying much? I think it gave no clarity whatsoever. But maybe they said what they could say. Does my outlook change based on what they said? No, because I'm still a shareholder. I don't think I'm going to stop being a shareholder for a while, and so I'm kind of waiting to see how things progress. Persons were telling me to sell my shares last time. I'm not convinced to sell. I'm not interested in selling. I'm interested in my dividend yield going up. So if it goes much lower below my average price, I may well average down. So that's what I think about it. Good night, Rob. Hope you're well. Let me see if I answered everyone's questions. I think I did. So for persons who are brand new to investing, I recommend our investment challenge. That's where we teach you how to kind of understand the market, how to invest, how to create an investment strategy, and many more. So I welcome you to join us. We do have, we still have spaces available. We have about 30 spaces left in our investment challenge monthly program. Once those 30 spaces are filled, that's it, right? Hey, Sherland, I don't think I've ever seen you on a live stream. Hope you're good. I'll see you in the buy queue. Who says I'll be in the buy queue? I don't think I'll see you in the offer queue. But nah, well, I'm definitely going to be a buyer now, for sure. All right, so I'm not seeing any other questions. This is okay, so Dream Baby did a 3-day challenge. Now I was talking about actually the 5-day challenge. Sorry, I think we did a day where we did buy and sell. So let me show you the video, Dream Baby, that you need to check out. Let me find it for you. Okay, so so let me show you the video, Dream Baby. Sherland, I see your message. So Dream Baby, this is a video that you need to watch. Let me find it for you. Or is a JTrader video on the upload? Yes, because me and David Rose recorded it many, many years ago. This is it, Dream Baby. Complete guide to buying, selling, and trading stocks on JTrader Pro. Watch that first, and if you still need help, just message me. Sherland, you and your unit trust. I don't know. It's looking sticky for you for sure. What's the cost per challenge just for? Okay, so the investment challenge, we have 35 slots left. It's $50 US a month, or you can sign up for the entire year, $497 for the year. And so what we did for the challenge actually, right? So we had a mid-month call for the challenge. We did the Atlantic IPO review in the challenge, and we did the TransJamaican Prospectus review and the challenge, and we had a long discussion. So they're getting 4 sessions in 1 month, one-on-one with me, in terms of the group. You ask me any question, I'll answer it straightforward. Sessions are recorded, so you won't miss anything. You just come in and watch. And so it's an awesome opportunity, Okito, if you want to check it out. And just go to, the link should be in the description of this video. Or if you're on IG, just go to our thing there, profile. So let me share the link in the chat. Monthly investment challenge. Yeah. So am I missing anything? Nope. Yeah, so there was a 5-day challenge in January. We did the 5-day challenge on our platform, and then we did a 3-day challenge with Demetrius, which is a good friend of mine, on his channel for his audience. So his audience is a little bit younger, so we thought we would do a 3-day challenge, just keep the information simple, still introduce, because we want to introduce as many persons as we can to investing. We want to see, our goal is to see 300,000 investors on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, right? We want to help to empower 300,000 investors. So we're at 12,000 subscribers, so we have 288,000 more persons to reach. So when our channel gets to 300,000 subscribers, I'd feel like our mission is complete, and then I'll probably go start selling cars or something, or do something else, right? So why is the government selling 200 billion shares? So they need the capital, right? Their government, I heard there was no new taxes this year or anything like that. So they're probably just trying to use the capital for something. And it's the government's way to sell things that are valuable. I don't know, but put it this way, David, them selling means you get the opportunity to buy, right? Certainly you want to fill out a dividend mandate, Tyrese. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably sell some of those. I see some new cars coming out that look really nice. Yeah, maybe I'll sell cars, who knows? So any other questions for me? Jermaine, can you speak to the handback requirements for TransJamaica? When you say handback, someone important, what do you mean? Please explain. I'll give you a few minutes to explain. This is going to be a very short video. Yeah, I'm really liking the car. So the other day we were going to buy a car, and I looked at my cash flow, and I looked at the fact that I knew there were going to be market offers out this year, and I'm like, nope, I'm not committing any cash right now. I want to leave as much cash available this year. This is a year to have cash, because there are going to be a lot of great opportunities this year. This is not even the best part of the year yet. You guys are going to see some interesting offers come out, and you're going to remember this moment that I said, because I'll be covering a lot of prospectuses this year. I'll just say that. More opportunity for us investors is, yeah, I mean, no need to worry at all. Durval, you definitely need to be saving cash for sure, and we'll talk about it when we meet. How does this affect share others already have? It won't affect it. And it's just like you selling shares on the market, but they have 2.5 billion shares. They can't just put it in the queue. So they've decided to set a price lower than the market price to be an incentive, because if they tried to sell this in the queue, it would take probably a long time, right? So there's no impact whatsoever. The dividend train continues, the growth continues, the acquisitions continue, the developing the tollway continues. It's all upside. No, there's no video on it that I've done. Yeah, I don't think I need to do a video on it. Just, I think the JCSD did one. I'll try and find out. So yeah. How does this impact the leadership? It does not. Leadership remains the same. Management team remains the same. Thoughts on the US shares? So you can apply to a US portion as well. It is pretty good to go. Same dividend yield, I believe. I'm thinking GOJ needs funds for any budget shortfalls. Yeah, but again, our government in general sells things that are valuable. I'm not saying it in a negative way. Well, I guess it doesn't sound positive, but that's what we've seen, right? So, because I certainly would not find any reason to sell because they're foregoing their dividends, right? They have 2.5 billion shares, and then now they're going to be giving up a dividend of 2.5 billion times 18 cents, which is what they paid last. They're giving up 450 million in dividends every year. I'm not sure I would do that. They're saying it's for your benefit. I believe it's because it's an election year and they could use the capital just in general. I don't know. Maybe they want to be able to make some investments from it now. But to get 450 million in cash every year for the next 10 years at least, I don't know if that's worth getting 9 billion now as an investor. Maybe they're just ready to cash out, but I wouldn't sell if I was them. But it's not a bad thing for those who are trying to own shares. If I'm the owner, I'm not selling. If I'm the buyer, I'm happy they're selling. Probably because not as many investors have the USD accounts, because you need a USD brokerage account to trade it. Literally told someone that, listen, no, it's not the time to. No, it's not the time to take a car loan, is what I'd say. Instead of that car payment, put that 70, 80, 100,000 per month in the stock market. You'll be good. Samoa answered this already. They're selling the shares because they want the capital. Just like you would sell, you want the money. So they're selling. It doesn't impact the company at all in terms of their profitability or future potential growth. I think I answered this question already. Did you do a video on Atlantic? No, I have not done one on YouTube, but I did it in the challenge community yesterday. We were discussing it for over 2 hours. I'm already shareholder, got some more when I'm exactly, right? It's a very simple decision. WIP is not next, but it's soon. You're gonna see, you may see something before that. You don't know. We never know. I have no comments. I'm just putting it on screen. Well, hey, there you go. Right, there's that. Anybody else on Instagram? Reduction on existing share price. Okay, call her Sammy. So the shares are $3.60. It's likely that the shares will trade down to that price, possibly lower, because of just market dynamics. So I'm expecting it to actually trade down to 360. I'm expecting it to halt down tomorrow, because the queue was saying 390. And with all those orders there in the queue, I'm like, I wish I could live stream it tomorrow to show you the queue in real time, because I'm just expecting to see lower price, lower price, lower price, lower price. I have some considerations for that in terms of strategy as to how I would treat with that, but that's for the challenge community. I won't say that publicly, but it's a great opportunity, right? How to fill out dividend mandates. I am undeniably new to this. Okay, Nyla. JCSD. So let me find out if you can do it online. JCSD dividend mandate. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen for you, Nyla. So it says here, investors can manage their dividend payments, completing a mandate form, instruction, and provide required information for the dividend payment to be deposited in the institution of their choice. So you download this form, Nyla, fill it out, put your JCSD number, submit it, and enter your banking information. Just make sure you go to this site, by the way. Don't go to any other site. It's a JamStockX URL. So let me put it in the chat. You can fill that out and you get your dividends straight to your bank account. All right. Welcome, Nyla. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you. Welcome to our community. Well, I hope you join our community group as well. So let me show you all who are here now. Is there anyone here not in our community group, by the way? Because it's, I'll just give you guys a preview, right? So in our community group, we have actually three communities that we've formed. So we have our general community. You can join at any time. That's for free. Then we have our challenge community. That's the paid monthly program. Then we have the 3-day challenge community that we formed that some persons might have joined. But this one, we're going to close this group after the replay is done and invite everybody to join the free community or to join the challenge. Right? So this one, this is where I post everything first. So YouTube is my secondary platform now. Anything that I want to talk about, share, post is done here first. So I put the link to the stream in the community for everybody to see it. So if you want to keep tabs on what I'm doing or in terms of content, projects, etc., it's done here. And we had a meetup last Friday. So we had a meetup here. Oh, this is the recording for the TransJamaican Prospectus review. So I have to actually check to be sure that it's okay, it's in the right place, because last time I did it for the open one. But these are all the meetups we've had in the community since we started it. So you can join. The session we had on Friday had over 100, I think almost 70 people joined it. So join this community for free, and any new investor is welcome to come and learn. All right. Okay. So you have a burner account, Nyla. Okay, I get you. I see what you're doing. So they don't even live in Jamaica. They just want, okay. Okay. I feel like you should be in sales, Shells. I think you'd make a good salesperson. Do I expect TransJamaica to have a hand in the new highway? I don't know. I don't know. What about mail pack? I'm not going to talk about mail pack tonight. Those are online meetups. Yes. So I go online at least once a week. Then we have an official monthly meeting that's recorded. The impromptu meetups aren't recorded, but those can happen anytime. So call her, Sammy. I answered your thing. 360 is the offer price. Elegantly sophisticated. You join, just go to the link in our Instagram bio that says join the community or free community. Join that, sign up. It's going to look like you're purchasing something, but the cost should be $0. Then you can join. So call her, Sammy. I'd recommend you do the same as well. So that the cost for additional shares is $360. So here's the thing, guys, and this is the one tip I'll give away for free on YouTube. If you're interested in buying TransJamaica shares, I would buy in 1 out of 2 scenarios on the public markets now. If the price goes below 360, I would buy, or if I'm buying through the offer. Otherwise, I don't know why you'd buy at a higher price. So Mel Rob, we're no longer on Telegram. So the community group is still there, but we're not adding any new members. We're on this new platform now. We're eventually going to phase out the Telegram group. We're just waiting to migrate the news feed. Once the news feed is migrated, we're going to be off Telegram completely, meaning me personally. The group will still remain there. We have our mods in there, etc. But I'm not going to have the ability to manage two communities, right? Offer price is $3.60. So Chrisico, it is on YouTube. So jump over to YouTube, you'll see it there. You'll catch the whole video. All right. All right, guys, I wanted to keep this for 30 minutes. Hopefully everybody is well. Hopefully you guys are all excited about the market like I am. I think it's going to be a great year. I think we're going to see at least 4 more offers this year. Jermaine, is there a mobile app? No. So mobile app is there for sure. That's why we chose this platform. Yeah. So there's a desktop app, mobile app, And the platform actually gives us the ability to have our own LGI branded app as well, which we're hoping to do down the line. So that's why we chose the platform. So you don't have to be logged into a browser. You can join the meetups on your phone as well. My average purchase price is $410. Is it a good strategy to sell and reinvest at $360? Starlink, I can only answer that privately in a one-on-one session or in the challenge community. I can't answer that for you publicly, unfortunately. That kind of many-to-one feedback may be misinterpreted by someone. I don't want to get myself in any trouble from the FSC. So I cannot answer that, sir. Yes, it amazes me that persons don't watch the entire video. I give away all my best gems near the end, right? So, yeah. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'll see you in the community. We're probably gonna have another meetup once another announcement or two is made. So I'll say that for now. All right. All right, guys, take care. Shells, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. It'll be a fun time in the queue tomorrow. Sherland, I just may give you a call now because we're due for a call, right? So I'm gonna give you a call now if it's not too late, because I'll be working till like 1 o'clock tonight. So I may just give you a call. All right, guys, I'll just say again, I'm very excited about this year. If you're a brand new investor, I don't think you could have started investing at a more perfect time. It's an absolutely great time for a dividend investor. It's a great time for a new investor. I'm really, really very optimistic about the future for investing, for sure. So that's why our community exists. We are here to help you learn. We have 460 videos on YouTube. So if you can't afford the monthly challenge, just go on YouTube. If you want to know everything that you need to invest successfully, watch all 460 videos and you'll be in great shape, right? So the person who just messaged me on WhatsApp, I can answer you directly. I'm gonna message you after. Yeah, so Nyla, join the challenge. We have the challenge monthly call this Saturday. So we're gonna be talking about understanding the queue, circuit breaker, because IPO is about to be listed. So we have to talk about the circuit breaker, how to place orders, that kind of thing. So we can definitely help you. Yeah, exactly. There's always an opportunity. There's always a mix of experienced, new, intermediate investors. So lots of opportunity. And the truth is, Shells, you have experienced investors that make rookie mistakes all the time, right? So I made a rookie mistake last year and I lost about $400,000 last year on one stock. Yeah, maybe one day I'll tell that story. But I also made a lot of money last year, which more than made up for that 400,000 that I lost. But I mean, and I've been doing it for 8 years. So you lose money sometimes. It happens. Yeah. So, all right, let me load my outro because I want my outro to play. There we go. All right, guys, see you in the community. Take care. All the TransJamaica shareholders, I bid you farewell.
Learning is the key to successful investing. And who doesn't want to invest in some way?
Here at L.E.A.R.N Grow Invest, we focus on financial education, all with the aim of sharing our knowledge on personal finance, investing, and building wealth. We do this on the foundation of our faith in God.
If a more holistic approach is what you need, check out our Grow Faith-based financial coaching program.
Find out more about us at learngrowinvestclub.com
and follow us on all social media platforms at L.E.A.R.N Grow Invest.